Okay, guys, I'm going to go ahead and begin. As people request entry over on the side, if you see me getting distracted like right now, that's what I'm doing. I'm allowing them entrance. Um, Basically, at this point, you are working on that presentation. The issue that I'm seeing is we have a number of examples for you guys to look at. Um, good morning. How are we today? Yeah, thanks, Jacob. My bad, I forgot. Good morning, GP. How are we? Okay, so basically, you are creating your PowerPoint and you're writing your transcript for your presentation for the rough draft, where you're putting together your argument, you're integrating your introduction and your illustration that you're going to use to somehow create this interactive posture with the ones who will be consuming your presentation. The issue is what I was about to cover is the issue is we have a number of resources available to you on Canvas under files that are copies of the actual transcripts that are from the past students who have done quite well on them. Paper three presentation transcripts. And we have a number of videos on the link that I provided to you that have the embedded videos on Canvas in that particular announcement. And we have a number of example videos on our YouTube channel, the Corinth High School Social Studies YouTube channel. Now, I said all that to say this. Very few people have looked at them. There are a couple videos that are nearing 20 views or a little over 20 views. Very few people have downloaded the files or actually have viewed the files. That is there for a resource for you in this moment right now in your academic year, okay? You're not necessarily supposed to copy their construct, their scaffold, their way of doing things, but it really could open your eyes as to how you might proceed with your presentation. Every presentation and transcript and example video that are posted are fantastic examples, and these students worked very hard. Many of you are going to have similar, even though the filming will be a bit different, you're going to have similar quality, if not better, than these that you're viewing. But the problem is nobody's consuming these. And right now it's when you're writing the actual transcript, when you're creating the PowerPoint that's going to go along with it. So today's message to you, watch those videos, download those files, okay? We're moving forward with our academic year, all right? And that requires you to create this presentation transcript and PowerPoint. And since I can't be in class with you every day, by the way, I'm here to answer any questions you have. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to send me an email and I'll happily help you any way I can. But since I'm not there daily and we're not physically there and we can't look at your work and we can't do any type of sharing with the class and self-correction along the way, our best resource right now is really the past example transcripts, past example presentations, so you can kind of see what they did on their PowerPoints, etc. So I'm heartily encouraging you to watch those videos, download those transcripts, and see what direction you want to go in. This is not going to be a long meeting today. Basically, I want to answer any questions you have and to remind you that I will set up a Zoom class for Friday, but it will be just me sitting here drinking coffee and reading, waiting on a student to log on and ask a question. So I'll be here as a resource for you on Friday in more one-on-one type of situation. So right now, because we're only 5 minutes into this thing, before we transition, um, does anybody have questions about what they're doing currently? Many of you may have logged on today to ask a question. Raise your hand if so. So everybody's just dandy. It's going along just fine. No questions. All right. The next thing I wanted to cover is that we did get some more information from thanks, Jacob. We did get some more information from Cambridge in relation to artifacts that I mentioned on Monday, and that's exactly how it's moving forward. Essentially, they will verify the grades that we send to them, and they will audit. They will audit those grades with actual real work example. And for math, it may be test and that kind of thing. And science, it may be some type of projects or past labs or partial coursework if you have that. I don't know. I'm not trying to speak for them, okay? But I know in my U.S. history class, it'll be past essays that they've done, tests, that level of artifact. For you guys, welcome, Jordan. You made it. For you guys, it will be the presentation. I mean, we'll have the presentation on hand, and we'll have your paper 2 on hand. And I'll create eventually a paper 2 final draft file for you to submit that. So we actually have the real work that we'll have available for them to look at. You have to do this presentation. I mean, that's part of the class. That's kind of what we've been working towards this entire semester. So steady yourself. And this is right now, this week, up through next Wednesday, 1 week from today, is when you're creating that raw product, your actual words you're going to speak, along with the slides you're going to use. Remember, for your PowerPoint, you can use images, short clip videos, no video clip that's over 30 seconds. And no total video count of over 1.5 minutes, because this is not someone else's presentation. This is your presentation. Music clips, charts, graphs, dramatic pictures, whatever. I mean, it's your presentation. This is where the creativity angle comes in. And also what you're going to say, make sure that it's a logical, academic argument based on claims, and that it comes to a reliable evidence-based conclusion. All right. So I know it was a short meeting today, but there's no reason in just staying on here and me rehashing the same things over and over and over. I will happily recover anything that has to do with your presentation or the PowerPoint or expectations or your individual one. I'll happily stay on here to do that for you. For those of you who have 0 questions and you're rocking and you're rolling, I'll remind you, use the sources and resources, should I say, that have been put online for you. The Corinth High School Social Studies videos that are the other students' presentations, as well as the embedded presentations that are on YouTube and, on Canvas. In the early announcement in which I had embedded those videos. And then, of course, the transcripts, which are in files on Canvas. That's where those transcripts are located. You can. A student just asked a question. Well, everyone can see it. I don't have to say a student, but just ask the question, can you use pictures from Google? Yes, but just like any other source, you have to cite everything, all right? So your transcript will have a separate works cited page, but it's actually the same works cited as the video, as the PowerPoint, and you're gonna have a last slide, which is a works cited slide. You won't present it, but it'll be attached to the digital copy. And you must, at the bottom of the slide in tiny print, create the URL where you got the picture from, and give credit to it in your works cited. Okay, that's just academic integrity. But remember, don't put Google images. Instead, actually find where the image is from. If it's Google image, but the image when you click on it is actually from a CNN article, you're going to have to, and it has the photographer's name, you'll have to actually cite that photographer on CNN. Blah, blah, blah. Got it? Does that answer your question? Good deal. Further questions? Guys, if you have 0 questions about anything, you can go ahead and log off at this point. If you're kind of nervous about asking a question in front of everyone, you don't want it exposed, hang around and I'll answer your question after everybody goes bye-bye. All right, so I'll hang around for a couple of minutes to answer questions here. If not, have a great week. I'll be here Friday. Be safe, guys. Be safe. I love you and I'm praying for you. Have a great day. Okay, if you're rewatching this video on YouTube, I'm going to go ahead and stop it now, because if there's anybody that has a question, it's if they stayed after, it's nobody's business. So I'm going to go ahead and stop the recording. Have a great day, guys.